Good morning. Welcome to the DFS YouTube channel. I am Razzle11, and you can find me on Twitter at Razzle11Grinds. Going to take a really quick look at today's pitching. Just 7 total games. A 4 game early slate and then a 3 game main, I think they have it classified as. Um, Not really much to talk about. This early slate, the obvious is going to be Gaussman. Scherzer's been throwing the ball really well over his last 3 starts since returning from his suspension. Um, I mean, Philadelphia hasn't been putting up a ton of runs, so Scherzer probably in a strong spot. Gaussman against the Brewers, definitely just gonna play him. No debates for me at all. Luzardo is definitely in play. He's allowed 1 run in 3 out of his last 4 starts. San Diego lineup has been underachieving much of the season already, and I don't believe Machado is expected back yet. As you can see, Luzardo is extremely different at home. Different being a good thing for us. His numbers are just so much more attractive at home. So it's not going to be a spot I want to avoid, that's for sure. He's a small home underdog. Getting back to Scherzer, he's sitting at minus 170 right now. Gaussman at minus 195. So really strong favorites in those games, in the 2 games. I don't think I can take Freddie Peralta after what he did to me here. Wasn't very good here either. So he also is atrocious on the road. Does have upside, so maybe we have to consider him. But if I'm gonna take any kind of stand and go with just 4 pitchers on the slate, Peralta then would not make my final cut. Musgrove against Luzardo hasn't had the greatest start to his season yet, but he is coming off of his best start of the 2023 season against the Yankees. K's really haven't been there yet, but I would expect they start to appear going forward. So definitely an interesting option at just 7,300 as a small favorite. No interest in Taiwan Walker pretty much ever. I just don't, you know, he's had a couple of strong performances, but I'm not really excited about using him. So for me, it's probably an easy fade. Zach Davies, probably going to be a fade, even though he gets, the weakest offense on the slate as a matchup, and he's a minus 170 favorite. But this game is by far the best one to target for offense. So I'm just not really going to go to Davies at all, and yeah, never with Chase Anderson. Looking at the 3 game night slate, I guess they call it. So maybe the day slate is the main. This one's interesting because I think all 6 pitchers are in play, which I don't really love it, but my normal pitcher pool on slates is 6 to 8 anyway, so it's not horrendous. The first one that I would eliminate would be Reed Detmers. I have to dig into his history against Houston because he's obviously faced them previously, but he's just not sharp. Big time K game against Minnesota, which a lot of pitchers are having that right now, but that's sandwiched by a couple of not so good performances. So I think he's probably the most likely to be removed from my pool. He is the largest underdog on this night's slate, as well as Houston sitting minus 225. Hunter Green, really intriguing to me. The K upside is insane. He's been so much better on the road this year. His K numbers are way up on the road. Coming off of throwing 6 innings of no-hit baseball with 11 Ks, double-digit Ks in each of the last two, and 4 times already this season. I think he is definitely in play for us. Uh, Boston's team total is probably up a little bit, but that's all right. I think Green just has a ton of upside. Bibby, coming off of his best K performance, I mean, we've been taking pitchers against Minnesota recently because of the K upside. So we're going to have to go back there again. Um, if I started eliminating pitchers, like I said, Detmers would be the first one, and then Bibby probably ends up the second off of my list if it gets to that. Um, it's really close between he and Pablo Lopez. Uh, Obviously, Lopez just has not been sharp recently. Been really bad at home. Um, K numbers are strong, but he's just allowing way too many base runners at home. Uh, I don't really fear the Cleveland offense all that much, but uh, maybe they limit his upside DK wise since it is an efficiency site. Like I can see them having base runners, you know, most innings. So if I did want to eliminate another one, it's between Bibby and Lopez. Because I really am definitely going to go with the upside of Green. Sale's been great, even against a Cincinnati team that's been hotter lately. I still gonna like Chris Sale. Weird that he's coming off just a 3K performance, um, but he only threw 73 pitches, so I think that's gonna help kind of reset him coming into this one. I believe an extra day of rest as well, gonna help. So I think his upside is probably strong, and Framber Valdez is always gonna make my pool. Dominated against the Angels the first time he faced them. Hasn't been as good at home, giving up far fewer home runs at home, which is nice to see. So I'm always going to be a Framber guy anyway, so he's definitely the clear cut on that slate. So there we have it. Quick look. If you like what I bring to you, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, turn the notification bell on. Get an alert anytime we drop videos at DFS Army. And if you want to join us, I will put links in the description below. You can use promo code RAZ, R-A-Z, for 10% off monthly. Or I think we have the one-time code of Summer50 for 50% off your first month. And as always, best of luck, everybody.